Hello and welcome to Behind the Lines. I'm Diane Dayton. And today we are going to talk about Sally's Iron Mustangs. What's that, you ask? Well, you're going to find out real quick. Sally Winchell's here, and Sally, you are the wellness director. This is with Brightside Opportunities, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
yes.
Thanks for being here. And George Winchell.
Is her husband.
Absolutely. And you are a big support, and you have an inside story, and that's why you're here, that you can bring to light all these wonderful things that Sally's been up to, and you with her as well.
I'm the man behind the woman.
You are the man behind the woman. So this is a film that was released in May of 2024,
Correct.
right? How did this even come about?
Oh boy, that's a long story. No, we'll make it a short story.
Okay.
2022, there was a filmmaker out of Harrisburg, Abdullah Abu Mahfouz from Real Nation Media. He was looking for a project, a passion project, and something that was going to be inspirational. He posted a post on Facebook. Does anybody know of anything? George happened to see it and responded to the post and said, well, maybe you want to check out what Sally does at Brightside. So that was the beginnings of it.
Okay.
And then the conversation started, and here we are.
Okay. Well, that was very much the short story of it, but but at least we have a good idea, too.
Right.
You are working and doing amazing things at Brightside. What is your goal there?
Well, I've been at Brightside 10 years, Diane, and I've expanded that health and fitness community, mostly of seniors, because as a senior, it's easy for me to draw people in with my enthusiasm and my excitement. And when I have results for myself over the years with lifting weights and doing all this stuff, I want to bring everybody with me. So somebody comes in, they sense my motivation, my excitement, and they join. Yeah. Well, here we are 10 years later, and the classes have grown, and a lot of exciting stuff has happened. The movie and powerlifting and silver sneakers, and again, it's just, my goal is just to keep people moving, keep people healthy, and inspire them to, live a long, healthy life, eat well, all kinds of stuff, Diane. I could go on.
And she has been inspiring to you for all of those things, right, George?
Oh, absolutely, yes. I'm still working out, and she's trying to convince me to do senior games, and we've changed the way we eat, our lifestyle, considerably.
Yeah, she's been such a positive influence, but I think you both have been positive and supportive of each other through your life journey. It's almost 10 years that you've been married, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming up on that. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So Iron Mustangs are those seniors that you work with at Brightside.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
There are a group of ladies that I kind of talked to about, would you like to try something different? Mm-hmm. And I was doing powerlifting at my gym, and it's not for young people, it's for everybody. And it just takes your weightlifting to another level. So I identified a few women. I go, you know what, let's try something different. And I think it's really cool when you can give somebody something brand new and they excel at it, and all of a sudden they're doing things they never even imagined. Mm-hmm. And then that's, expanding their horizons, their life, and making them stronger and more fit. And that's why I exist, really.
And for those who don't know, you started NutriFreak?
Yes.
And what year was that?
2010.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've also competed with your physique.
Yes.
And how long did you do that, Sally?
Well, I started competing in 2007.
Okay.
Bodybuilding, women's bodybuilding. And my last show was in 2021. So about every 2 or 3 years, I go, you know what, maybe it's time to get on stage again.
Yeah.
And that's a whole other animal.
Right.
With diet and exercise and lifting and things like that. So yeah, that was part of what I've done. Then I did start powerlifting more recently. And that's a whole other kind of training and a whole other kind of nutritional thing. That was fun for me as well. And I just wanted to bring some ladies along, so I created Sally's Iron Mustangs, our senior powerlifting team at Brightside.
Yeah, and that's how all of this fits together,
Yeah.
because you're looking at what you can do with weights, what you can do with food, and literally recreate yourself, can't you?
Exactly. And then, going beyond that, when you create this team and you see people that are really into it and excel, empowering them to train others. So now I have 3 coaches that I have identified that train the new Mustangs coming in. Okay. And it's just like, to me, there's nothing better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And George, being a part of, Sally's life and being supportive like this, it has done a lot for you, hasn't it, George? In a
Yes,
wider
and
capacity,
that's
right?
a whole nother show in itself. More specifically to this, because of the industry I'm in, filmmaking, and knowing Abdullah and kind of putting them, it's unique that when something has been filmed, recorded, it's out there forever. It's accessible to so many people. What's unique about what Sally does is it's her personality and the motivation and the inspiration. Unless you can see her yourself, you'll never know that. So there's hundreds of exercise gurus and influencers. Her programs and what she's done with the Mustangs and Silver Sneakers and the inspiration. Now there's a tangible visual and audio presentation that can be shared, and thousands of people can now know her.
Absolutely. And one other thing, back in 2023, you won the Miss PA Senior America. And boy, that was really something. I know you worked together with her on that and covered her journey a lot with that too, George. That was amazing.
It's interesting, literally having a queen for a wife.
Yes, and you do.
She is officially a queen, and I couldn't have been more proud because she went out there and just killed it. And again, same kind of thing, her platform and what she stands for, to be recognized in Pennsylvania, and then making the top 12 in national. She missed like the finals by what was it, like a half a point or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
But out of some amazingly talented
absolutely.
women. So,
Absolutely. This is exciting. And I've got to tell you, we're going to take a short break soon and talk to some of the Iron Mustangs. But I was halfway through watching this film. I found myself sit down my phone. I was watching all that. I went over and I started doing some curls with the dumbbells.
That's exactly.
You just got to do it, right?
You just got to do it.
Well, we are going to hear from some of those Iron Mustangs right after this. Stay with us. You're watching Lancaster Community TV, LCTV 66. Welcome back to Behind the Lines, and we're talking about Sally's Iron Mustangs, the film, but we're also talking about those real Sally's Iron Mustangs, and we have two of them with us right now. We have Martha MacAdams, and we also have Judy Harding.
Yes.
And you have been training with Sally at Brightside Opportunities for how long?
I've only been there since, I think, 19 or 20.
Okay,
And-
but a few years.
But Judy's been there a lot
How long have
longer.
you been there, Judy?
Probably close to 15 years.
Oh, all right.
Or if I was there when Sally was first started, so probably only about 10 years.
So kind of like the beginning, huh?
Yep.
Okay, that's great. Now you both, I understand, competed in the senior games
Yes.
recently, right?
Yes.
So what areas did you compete in?
There are 3 areas, bench, press, deadlift, and bicep curl.
Okay.
And I competed in all 3.
Okay, what about you, Judy?
I just do deadlift and the bench.
Okay, wow. All right, so what is it like working with Sally? I mean, she can be tough, call you to, reach what you should as your potential, right? But she makes it fun.
That is one thing that she promised me when she asked me to come over into her strength and conditioning class, because I said I don't do weights. And I don't like them. But she told me that I would enjoy it, and that proved to be true because it's a combination of weightlifting and circuit training.
Okay.
And there is a bit of endurance that's involved, and that becomes, for me, a personal point of honor. I will get these 30 seconds. I will do it the entire 30 seconds.
Yeah.
3 times for 17 slots.
Right.
But that's just my personal drive. But
Okay.
Sally brings that out as something I can achieve.
Okay. What about you, Judy?
Well, I like exercising, but I don't like exercising at home. I need the people around me, the camaraderie, the
Yeah.
laughter, and all that. And I found that the weightlifting was really exciting, and it was something I was, I enjoyed because
Yeah.
it was a challenge.
Yeah.
And I like the challenge.
Okay, so how do you feel physically going through all this? You've got to feel good, right? At least better?
I think one of the most fun things was I put on an outfit that I had not worn in 10 years. And at least 15 pounds ago.
Oh my.
And it went on, and it looked nice because of the reshaping that comes from exercise. And
Wow.
the weightlifting does that even more.
Yeah, it really does. How do you feel, Judy?
Oh, I lost close to 30 pounds,
Oh my.
you know, in the whole process. That's a combination of the exercise and the diet that I found from Sally.
That's great. Now, how many times a week do you go and work out?
I'm now at about 3 times a week. I go specifically for weight training. I coach weight training. I also am part of a grant that Sally's got us involved in. That's 2 days a week for 45 minutes each. And I have a strength and conditioning day.
Wow.
So it's 3 days,
Yep.
but it's a total of more than that in classes.
Okay.
And I do 4 days, 4 times a week, but one is our senior pound at Brightside, and I do yoga at Brightside also, plus the 2 days of strength and
Oh,
conditioning.
that's great. It's a community, isn't it?
Very much so.
Yeah. Well, that was very well in sync. Very good. And when you went to the senior games, how did you do?
Well,
Yay! Would you care to expound?
sure. I placed first in bench, and I was first in bicep curl, and I was first or second in deadlift. What you have to understand is that's ranked by age,
Yep.
by weight, and the weight you lift.
So your class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're in an age band, and then you're in a weight band. So it's a percentage of your body weight that you lift that determines whether you're first, second, or third. So somebody in my age band actually lifted more than I did, but that person, my body weight is different, and so the percent of body weight was more, and that's what.
Well, all I can say is you go, girl.
I'm right. Sorry.
I'm with you. I'm with you. And what about you? How was your experience?
Well, I deadlifted 150 pounds during the movie, and that was that was the best I've ever done. I could have done 5 pounds, 10 pounds more, but and then that was the most inspiring. It was most. Oh, I was just so excited to do it. You see me in the movie, I'm jumping up and down.
yeah, right, exactly. I know. Talking to you, I just want to. Where are the dumbbells? Anybody bring any free weights? We should be sitting here doing something while we're seated too.
We did that already today.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, the two of you are so inspiring, and you have this glow, you have this energy, and I think that's all a part of what you're doing and taking care of yourself, right?
Definitely.
What would you say to somebody who's watching, who's thinking, can I really do this?
The answer is if you decide you can, you can.
Yeah.
And you start where you start, and you improve from where you start. And if you've been too ambitious at the start, you back up and get realistic about it, and then you walk your way up.
Yeah.
But a great deal of what we do rests on what we decide we can do.
Yeah.
But it's like a lot of things in life. If you think you're good, you can lose everything because you're really not that good.
Yeah.
But if you are convinced that you can devote your full effort, what you can do is limited by your body structure when it comes to
Okay.
weightlifting. There comes a point where, no, you
Yeah.
can't do anymore.
Okay.
But
Other than that,
other than that, it's a lot of what you decide to do.
And I'll use one of Sally's sayings, it's never too late and you're never too old.
that's so true. Oh, I love talking to you both. You really are inspiring. Thank you for sharing your story and being here. Well, we're going to hear from George and from Sally again, so stay with us. You're watching Lancaster Community TV, LCTV 66. Welcome back to Behind the Lines, and we're talking about Sally's Iron Mustangs with Sally and with her husband George. And we just talked to two of the Iron Mustangs, and they were just amazing. You truly are a cheerleader too for those that are working with you and coming, to Brightside as well. So some of the things that I hear you say, and I know you believe these to be true: food is medicine, movement is medicine, muscle is medicine.
Yes.
Expound on that.
Muscle is the organ of longevity. As we age, if we don't keep lifting and keep building muscle or keep muscle in our body, you're going to be more susceptible to all the age-related diseases. Firmly know that's true and believe that. So that's why I'm such an advocate for you. You've just got to be there in the gym or not in the gym, but you got to lift weights.
Absolutely.
You have to eat well. It's simple. Eat real food. Get rid of ultra-processed food. That is at the very simplest, explanation of it. And if you can focus on that, not 100% of the time, the best you can possibly do, 80% of the time, your health is going to improve. People have to move. If I hear pretty much every day, so-and-so retired, now they're just sitting at home, they put 40 pounds on, and they're unhealthy. And that just breaks my heart, because it's hard to get motivated, but once you step your foot in the door, once you make that first step, I say, just show up. Bring your water bottle, bring your sneakers, I got you. That's kind of my mantra.
Yeah.
And there we go. And then they come into this great community at Brightside where everybody is warm and welcoming, and they're like, I know you. Or that to me is my life. I love it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of movement, you and George do some great moves on the dance floor. And you've been competing for years with ballroom dance. I mean, this is a passion for the two of you. I know that's a big part of your life. George, tell us more.
It's how we met. Yes.
Yeah.
She ran away with her dance partner.
Yes, there you go.
But yeah, that's what interested me the most was finding like a perfect partner for ballroom. I had done country and western and swing and some other things. And when I make very long story short, that when Sally and I first worked together, there was just something special in the chemistry. We're not the best. We've done, we did very well. Kind of stopped competing in 2022 because this, the nutrition and fitness thing took off so much. But we still dance, we still demonstrate, and that's part of the whole staying active. To be over 60, some of us more over than others, and still, performing and dancing at the level we are. Is really attributed to the change in lifestyle. I know if I wouldn't have adopted all of this, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, makes a huge difference, doesn't it?
It makes all of the difference.
And some things seemed easier then too when you adopted this lifestyle too, didn't it?
You feel better, and half the problem as you get older is feeling like something is worth the time, the energy, the effort, and if you feel good, you're much more prone to do things. I won't drag myself into the gym at 4 a.m. like her, but I'll go at 4 p.m.
Okay.
We eat the same foods. I don't complain about it. Her cooking has gotten so much better. But I go out and I'll buy good food for her.
Yeah.
I don't have to buy her jewelry and fur coats and take her on expensive trips. I come home with $400 worth of grass-fed beef, and she's a happy woman.
Best thing ever.
And then all during dinner, this stuff is so good. It tastes so good. I love it. And that matters. And we've just made it our lifestyle.
Absolutely. That's what it's about. It is making it the lifestyle and make it a part of a daily routine too. We started briefly in this segment right before this to talk about a grant.
Yes.
Tell us what's going on with that and what it is.
Oh my goodness. We were really fortunate to be directed to a grant from the Lancaster County Community Foundation that was for vibrancy and well-being. My boss, Walana McLeod, she said, I need you to look into this. We did. My coworker and I, and we applied for a grant and created a project called Strong Choices, Bright Futures. And basically, once I got my head around it, I go, what can we do to get our community healthier? Take what we do at Brightside in the way of health, fitness, nutrition, community, and get it out of our walls. So the grant was for $90,000, and I'm like, oh my gosh, if we got that. Yeah. Well, we got it.
No, that's great.
We got $90,000, and with that money, I have trained 7 trainers that are certified now. Martha is one of them.
Okay.
And we have 7 off-sites. So the trainers are out throughout the week doing 2 strength and conditioning classes at their particular off-site, senior center, or it's all seniors. And then we have a NutriFreak nutrition class worked in there, a healthy cooking class, fun events, socials. So bringing all the elements of what I feel is important to our health to all of these seniors that can't go to a gym. Silver Sneakers is being canceled at the big gyms. And so they were losing that benefit. And they're like, well, I can't afford to pay whatever for a gym membership. Well, we're going to take it to you. So that's what we're doing. We started launching in October, and we just launched our 7th site on Wednesday at the Keystone Deaf and Hard of Hearing out on 340, maybe that is. I'm not sure exactly what. But it is, oh, Diane, I can't tell you. When you hear these trainers talk about their clientele, not only are we touching their lives, but they're going, I didn't think that I would be, they're getting something back from the people they're training.
Right.
And oh man, it's a blessing. So that's what we're doing right now. I mean, we are fully rooted in getting Lancaster healthy.
I love this ripple effect.
I know.
It's amazing, isn't it? It really is. I've got to say congratulations with the Silver Linings film that you did locally, because you won Best Locally Produced Film at the Red Rose Film Festival in 2024, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that was great too. So
That
I
was
just
fun.
wanted to acknowledge that.
Yeah, thank you. That was great.
So Sally's Iron Mustangs, where can we see the film, or what's going on with that? Who wants to address that?
It's still in the process of finding some kind of distribution. There's occasionally local showings, so there is a Facebook page to follow the Iron Mustangs, and then when there's a showing, it would be put out there. But the main goal is to try to get it out to organizations that want to promote health, fitness, well-being, or potentially a program like this. So Real Nation Media, which they have a website, Facebook presence, that's who's putting this together and trying to get it out there. And hopefully soon that will get picked up somewhere, but that's this is a business where sometimes that takes a long time to get that going.
Yeah. Well, brightsideopportunities.org is where we go to find what, Sally?
You will find all of the things that are fitness and health related at Brightside, all the programs, the classes, Silver Sneakers. You can go on there and just look at that and just show up.
Yeah.
You don't need to join Brightside to come and take a class, and just come in, see if you like it. And if you do want to join, or if somebody wants to join, we accept 3 insurances, no charge for Silver Sneakers, Fit On, and Renew Active. Free memberships. Otherwise, it's $25 a month, and you're just there to, join our amazing community.
Well, it is an amazing community, and it's always amazing to have you on set with me. You and these Iron Mustang ladies, because you are making a difference in our community, as well as, with the individuals, and that's where it starts and it goes out. So I can't wait till the next show we do and see what you're doing then. Because I have a feeling there probably will be another one. So
I'm sure she's not done.
No, she's not done.
Can't retire yet.
Not yet. So thank you so much for coming today, for sharing what you're doing, and look forward to the next time too.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for joining us today too. I'm Diane Dayton with Behind the Lines, reminding you to look behind the lines. You might be